Hello friends, this video on active and passive voice part 1 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Topics to be covered in this lesson are introduction, active and passive voice, usage of active and passive voice, recognize active and passive voice, active to passive voice and passive to active voice. Even before we talk about what is active voice and what is passive voice, it is important to know what exactly is voice. So voice indicates whether a subject acts or is acted upon. So here we are basically talking about two different categories. One category where the subject acts, right? That means the subject is the doer of the action. Whereas the second category where the subject is not acting but the subject is basically acted upon. Okay, so let us look at an example. They eat apples. So here what is the subject? So of course subject is they. So they represents subject, and what about apples? Apples represent the object in this sentence. So in this sentence, they, which is the subject, is also the doer of the action. What is the action here? To eat. So eating is the action. So who are eating apples? They are eating apples. So they represent the doer of the action. So that means the subject acts in this case. So this sentence is an example of the first category where a subject acts. Whereas we can have another category of sentences where the subject is acted upon. For example, if we write, apples are eaten by them. Now in this case, what does it mean? So meaning wise, if you look at the first and the second sentence, meaning wise they are the same. Both the sentences mean that they are eating apples or they ate apples, whatever, right? But how is the second sentence different from the first one? Now in the second sentence, if you see, apples are given more emphasis. So more focus or more importance is given to the apple. So basically the object gets more importance. Like the object of the first sentence becomes the subject in the second sentence. So the object have been given more importance. So this means that they are not given much importance. So here we are saying apples are eaten by them. So apples are more important. So you see the entire focus is on the apples. Now, who ate them, that is less important, but what is eaten is more important. So there we use these second category of sentences. Now, voice. So, voice of a verb tell us which category does a sentence belong to. So out of these two categories. So one category would be the one where the subject is given more importance. The subject is the doer of the action. The second category would be the one where the object is given more importance. So the object actually behaves like the subject, and obviously the object is not the doer of the action. For example, here the apples are not doing anything in the second sentence. So apples are not the doer of the action. Apples are just being eaten by somebody else. So the doer is somebody else. Doer is still they. So apples are not doer of the action, right? So this is all voice is about. Now let us take one more example. The girl plays football. So here what is the subject? The girl is the subject. And who is the doer of the action? The girl again, because the girl is doing the action. The girl is playing, right? So the subject is the doer of the action, or the subject acts. So again, this falls under the first category. Now the same sentence can be written in another way. That is, football is played by the girl. So in this case, more importance is given to football, which was the object in first sentence. So in the second sentence, you see that the object and the subject has been swapped, right? So here more importance is given to the football. So we mean to say that it is football which is being played by the girl. So football is given more stress, right? So therefore, this sentence, the second one, falls under the second category. So here in this lesson, when we talk about active voice and passive voice, So all sentences of these category 1 refers to active voice, whereas all sentences of category 2 refers to passive voice. So what is active and what is passive voice? So a verb is in active voice if the person denoted by the subject does something. So whenever the subject does something, that is active voice. Now this is the most important part. In fact, this is the tagline for active voice. Whenever you want to kind of recognize active voice, you just remember this: subject does something. So if the subject is the doer of the action, it is active voice. Whereas in passive voice, a verb is in passive voice if something is done to the person denoted by the subject. Right? So as we have seen in the previous examples as well, let us take one example here. The teacher writes a poem. So here, what is the subject? The teacher refers to the subject, and who is doing the work? So what is the work here? What is the action here? To write, writing. Who is writing? The teacher. So that means the subject does something. So this is an example of active voice. So we will say that the verb is in active voice, right? Whereas if we write a poem is written by the teacher. So in this case, just if you look at this sentence, what is the subject? The subject is the poem. Basically, the object of the first sentence has become the subject in the second sentence. Right? But in this case, if you see, poem is not doing any work. Poem is not the doer of the action. In fact, something is done to the poem. That is, the poem is being written by somebody else, by the teacher. So basically, the teacher is still the doer of the action. Right? So therefore, this sentence is in passive voice. So one simple way to recognize, now let's say that you are given a sentence and you have to recognize whether it is an active voice or passive voice. So how will you find it out? So whenever you see that the subject does something, so that means it is an active voice. And whenever you see that something is done by the subject, so that means that is an passive voice. So that is one very simple way of identifying which is active voice and which is passive voice. So that's pretty simple. Like here in the first sentence, the teacher writes a poem. So the subject does something, teacher writes. So that's active voice. But in the second sentence, poem is written by the teacher. So basically what we have done, we have swapped the object and the subject. So we have framed the sentence in this format that something is done by the subject. So that's passive voice. Now let us take one more example. The cat killed the mouse. So in this case, the subject is the cat and the mouse is the object. So basically here, who is the doer of the action? What is the action here? Killing. So who is killing? The cat is killing. Right? So therefore, the subject is again the doer of the action, subject does something. So this is again active voice. Whereas if we write the same sentence like this, the mouse was killed by the cat. So in this case, the more focus is given to the mouse, that it was the mouse which was killed by the cat, nothing else. It was not an insect which was killed by the cat. It was the mouse which was killed by the cat. So this is in passive voice, because if you look at this sentence, it is in the format that something is done by the subject, right? So basically when you look at a state, any sentence can be, which is an active voice, can also be written in passive voice, right? It's like just reframing the sentence. So how do we reframe? We basically interchange the subject and the object, right? Like as you see here in this case, in the first sentence, the cat and the mouse are the subject and the object respectively. Whereas in the second sentence, both of them have been interchanged or swapped. Always remember that in active voice, more importance is given to the subject. For example, here the cat is given more importance in the active voice. That cat killed the mouse. So it was the cat who killed the mouse. Whereas in the second sentence, that is passive voice, more importance is given to the object. That is, the mouse was killed by the cat. Right? So the mouse, which was the object in the first sentence, has taken the place of the subject in the second sentence. So I think now with this basic idea, you got to know that whenever you come across a statement which says subject does something, that's active voice. Whenever you come across a sentence which says something is done by the subject, that's passive voice. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.